was a California August in 82 when my mother gave birth to the Spam Tech crew. 13 years later had me looking at Linux. Programming made me stronger like Papa the Spinach. Now, people know that a DG carry weapons, but if that weapon is a nest you step in, we finish Contra with only one life. Finish Metal Gear 2 using only a knife, right? People might think that we're frontin', then they see all the noobs online that I'm putting. My rhymes flow just like my code, even though my source is owned by Sko. What about my Indian? I keep it low. See me on Gunbound, call me pro. I'm a certified legend, but I'm still your bro. This is a PSA, boy, the more you know. I'm a legend everywhere that I go. Every distro, every Craigslist hoe pumping they fist, yo. Can't get enough of Whitey Cracker's jams, and they can't get enough of Whitey Cracker's spam. I'm a legend everywhere that I go. Every distro, every Craigslist hoe pumping they fist, yo. Can't get enough of Whitey Cracker's jams, and they can't get enough of Whitey Cracker's spam. I said my heart's wide open, goatsy, and my windows min like Ho Chi. I'm just another nerd, but I rap about it. Shit talk on the net, then I laugh about it. I've been caught slipping like the Star Wars kid when I'm on eBay sniping a bid. Catch me on a webcam like Numa Numa. See me at the club and I'm rocking Puma. Another net legend if you see me yodel. Spit a little something that's anecdotal. Tell me about the time the E-Bombs world stole your chop like I stole your girl. Catch me on Gen May, not something awful. Low tax would ban me, raffle. I'm a certified legend, but I'm still your bro. This is a PSA, boy, the more you know. I'm a legend everywhere that I go. Every distro, every Craigslist hoe pumping they fist, yo. Can't get enough of Whitey Cracker's jams, and they can't get enough of Whitey Cracker's spam. I'm a legend everywhere that I go. Every distro, every Craigslist hoe pumping they fist, yo. Can't get enough of Whitey Cracker's jams, and they can't get enough of Whitey Cracker's spams. Yeah. I'm a legend everywhere that I go. Every distro, every Craigslist hoe pumping they fist, yo. Can't get enough of Whitey Cracker's jams, and they can't get enough of Whitey Cracker's spam. I'm a legend everywhere that I go. Every distro, every Craigslist hoe pumping they fist, yo. Can't get enough of Whitey Cracker's jams, and they can't get enough of Whitey Cracker's spams. Yeah.
What's up, meatbags? It's the often imitated, never duplicated Tony TGD. And as you can see, we are joined by the alien from outer space, the one and only CJH Entertainment. And his species has apparently had enough of your foolishness. What's up, CJH? You with us? You live?
Yes, I am here. I am from the winters of Canada.
Now I see in the private chat you were asking about the theme song.
Yeah.
The first half is a song by YT Cracker called The Legend. And we did reach out to YT Cracker. He said, go ahead, use my music. You guys are awesome. I love what you do there. Big fan of the show. Go ahead. Feel free to use my music whenever you want. The second half of that was a original song made just for the channel. Obviously, the Geek Getaway theme song made by Tommy Oyemiko. Yeah, so there you go.
I really like that second one.
Well, there you go, Tommy. You got yourself a new fan in the CJH. Now, today we're going to be talking lots of things because we had a couple of trailers drop. We had a couple of teasers. So we're going to watch them. We're going to go over them, give our thoughts on them. Then we're going to talk about some articles. Because apparently, Harry Potter, they want to make a TV series out of it. What? Disney's announced a live-action Moana movie. Really?
Yeah.
Really? The Daredevil showrunner he's making claims that, in his opinion, Daredevil Born Again is like season 4 of Daredevil Netflix.
Oh, damn.
And if we have time, we might go over the top 10 worst superhero movies of all time. Worst. Everybody always talks about the good ones. Let's talk about the really, really bad ones.
Well, it depends on your view on bad ones.
That is true.
Hulk 2003 is pretty good.
All right, so that's the last time CGH is going to be on the show. You're the only one here right now. 56K warning. I should pay you 99 cents a month. Probably should. I'm sure people will filter in, right? It is one of those days. It's just an off day. We don't do this show for the fans. We do it for ourselves. And if you guys want to come along for the ride, it's cool. Am I wrong, CJH? Or
You're right.
damn right I am. As you notice, Blinded Braille's not here. He had some personal things to work out. I swear I did not fire him. Hammock Man's also not fired. Finbar Saunders still not fired. Right? I didn't fire anybody. I swear to God, I didn't hire a whole new staff that's going to be starting tomorrow. We're going to have a whole new format. None of that's happening, I swear. Trust me.
All the tadpoles.
But today we got CGH joining us. Thank you, CGH. Have you seen any of these trailers? Any of these?
I saw a little bit of Blue Beetle.
We're gonna save that one for last because that's the big one, right?
There's so much people on the internet right now so upset over that.
A lot of people butthurt apparently. Haven't seen it. I don't know if maybe their butthurt is warranted. I don't know yet. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out together. But let's start with a small little teaser here, just to get us a little excited, right? Just to get it wet. This is a Spiderman. Apparently, what account is this? Columbia Pictures Phils couldn't spell Spider-Man correctly. That's Spiderman across the Spiderverse.
I just noticed that.
I just noticed that too when I went to load her up. But let's see. Let's check out this teaser. Now, I've never seen the original Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
It's a really good movie. I saw it in theaters. Yeah.
Everybody tells me it's good. Right now,
isn't how good it is.
Now I'm saying we pause it at a good moment because it looks like we got a Spider-Man down. This looks like that one Spider-Man, the Nicolas Cage, like older Spider-Man. We got Gwen is on this side. The trailer tries to make it seem like 2099 Spider-Man's running towards Miles Morales, but it's kind of weird that Gwen would be on this side of the fight, right?
I don't usually see 2099 unmasked, to be honest.
No, we usually don't, and he doesn't actually look as Latino as I think, unless this is a different version.
Yeah, it doesn't look more like Peter Parker.
Yeah. So maybe it's not even 2099. Maybe it's a older Peter from like a more advanced timeline. And I see the white costume Spider-Man looks like the Future Foundation one. So it should be interesting. Let's see what else we got. I seen the Indian Spider-Man. It looks like, and it looked like the was that Spider-Woman? But
they redesigned them. I know the previous trailer had like PS1 Spider-Man in there. They had like the Baghead Spider-Man from Fantastic Four.
What's up, Mr. Peltry?
What's up? What's up?
Have you seen the Into the Spider-Verse?
No. Well, I saw pictures of it a little bit, but not the trailer.
No,
Announced.
not the new one. The first one. The first one.
Oh yes. It was good.
People were upset about this because this is Spider-Woman, and as you can see, she's black in this version, and not the classic white Jessica Drew Spider-Woman.
Well, is it? What's this one's name? Is it Jessica Drew?
They didn't say. They just said that that's Spider-Woman. Sony always wins. Yeah. Hey, what's up, George? Says, good evening, everyone. I'm wrapping up some gaming while listening. All right. It's awesome.
I don't. To me, I don't mind it. I mean, she's a multiverse. There's so many Spider-Womans in the comics, so
Yeah, I mean, that's the whole premise
Yeah.
of the movie, right? Is that there's different spider people across the Spider-Verse. So it's like, it's not really a race swap in this case. It's more like they just picked a different racial version of
yeah, a
character.
different version of Spider-Woman. I mean, Sony's making a Spider-Woman live-action movie with.
Now,
So
I heard that the live-action ones are appearing. Is this true?
Well, they said that in the Madam Web movie, apparently one of the actresses is playing Spider-Woman.
yeah, one of the
No,
actresses
I was
in the
referring
movie.
to like Toby and Andrew.
No, I heard.
No. You was if you see Toby Andrew, it's probably old footage, like old footage of them. You know.
Yeah. Joshua Perez says, I'd love to see the Fantastic Four Spidey suit with the bag. I think that was in the other trailer, no?
It was in a trailer, but it didn't have the fourth because they had to ask Marvel Studios for permission.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But like I said, they also had the Spider-Man from the PlayStation, both PlayStation games.
Yeah, well,
Oh,
Sony
oh,
owns
okay.
those games.
PlayStation.
Yeah, Sony owns that. Yeah, they own all of that.
Yeah, they don't got to ask Marvel permission for that.
You don't have to. They own Spectacular Spider-Man. They could use that anytime.
I
So
wonder if they can use Ghost Rider or Spider-Man, because technically, didn't they own Ghost Rider at one point?
No, I don't think so.
Because that's what the Nicolas Cage movies were, right?
It was made by Sony, but Marvel Studios owns the rights to it.
Yeah. What's up, George?
What's going on, everyone?
Oh, we're just talking across the Spider-Verse.
We're talking about how New York isn't real.
Oh my goodness!
New York is real. It's in a movie. It's in every
It's in
damn
the
movie you
movie.
see.
Wait. As much as New York is 100% real, your argument is so facetious. That's like saying Wakanda's real because it's in a movie. Right?
I know.
All right. Let's see what else this trailer got.
You can't run.
Yo, every Spider-Man hates Miles. Every time you upload a teaser, they hate him for whatever reason. He must got them angry, or he did something bad in the movie that they keep chasing after him.
Well, this looks like the Doc Ock Spider-Man suit from the PlayStation game.
Yep.
Yeah, but it looks like Miles has his own group. Like there's one group after Miles, and then there's one group working with Miles.
No, that group is after Miles.
Let's slow down.
Miles has too much drip. He does have too much drip. God damn.
This is a Spider-Woman, apparently, in this big costume.
You know, that costume would be really cool if it wasn't.
If it wasn't what?
If it wasn't what?
If it wasn't what?
He just trailed off. If it wasn't.
If it wasn't what?
If it wasn't gender swapped.
Oh, I'm about to say, I was like, okay. Damn, that's a nice move.
So there we go. A little teaser. Apparently, the full trailer is coming out tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, this is only a teaser.
Yeah.
Oh, we could still see
And Barbie's
Toby and
tomorrow, too.
Andrew.
Yeah.
Apparently.
So we're gonna have Barbie. We're gonna come back and make sure that we talk about the Barbie one.
If they don't have the theme song in the first 5 seconds in the trailer, then what is the point?
It's a Barbie world.
Extra Hero says I'm trying to go in clean like a Q-tip, so I'll be back when the Spiderverse spoilers are over. I don't know if they're spoilers. It was just a little teaser trailer.
It's a teaser trailer. It's not. So I mean, yeah, Sony in the past they gave away a lot of their movies, every Spider-Man movie, except for the Marvel Studio ones. But that's typical Sony. They like
every
teasing.
single Spider-Man movie has shown the ending scene.
Yeah.
No, not Marvel Spider-Man. Like Toby's and Andrew Garfield, they always show. Sony just for whatever reason they show the ending of those movies.
Oh, 56K warning says there's no I in Spider-Man, but it wasn't a mistake because there's many Spider-Men.
I know people say that Toby and Andrew and Tom is in the next movie that's coming out next year. Not
I
this
don't
one.
think Tom is. I think
No, Tom
maybe
is in
Toby
it.
and Andrew, because we gotta see what happened to those
I
characters.
think Tom's in. Not in this one. The next one that's coming out,
I
part
don't
2.
think he is.
I think so. But it's a small cameo, not something big like, that overshadows the whole movie.
I don't think Tom will be in it. I think maybe his Spider-Man will be in it.
Oh, they could get the What If guy to voice him, which did a perfect voice as Tom Holland.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All right, have you guys seen this?
Maybe it is a What If character.
This was the Secret Invasion trailer, letting us know that aliens like CJH are among us, impersonating people.
That is true.
Maybe CGH is a scroll.
Oh damn!
Well, we never know.
Not know. Maybe Skrulls don't know.
Oh,
Well, no, that's the thing.
He is
Skrulls
green.
they know. Maybe
I mean, they
don't
are
know
green,
anything about
so-
Skrulls.
What's that beard hiding, CJH?
My lovely face.
Ooh, Extra Hero says the only Spider person I acknowledge is the Wirecaster and Isom #1.
Oh,
No,
that's a fun one.
Isom is a scam, and I bought it.
All right, let's check out this
Unfortunately,
2-minute trailer here for
it's so
Secret
hard to
Invasion.
criticize it.
Fury. Since you've been gone,
That right there, that bright light was CJH coming down.
things have gotten much worse.
Since 2019,
Damn.
we haven't seen since 2019 Nick Fury.
So you think that Nick Fury has actually been in the MCU?
No, I think he's just been off the grid ever since Iron Man died and Captain America.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so you think that he's actually there? I think, in my opinion, I think Nick Fury's been gone since Captain Marvel.
That's a good point. Yeah. Because last time we saw him was in
Avengers
post-credit scene for Far From Home.
Yeah, but in that post-credit scene, remember when
He was in
revealed
space,
that Talos and them were impersonating him?
Yeah.
I'm thinking, what if Talos has been impersonating him ever since Captain Marvel?
So Talos is the one that united the Avengers?
Yeah.
oh boy, that'd be an interesting plot twist.
That'll be interesting theories, actually.
Maybe
Because-
that's why he doesn't have why he has an eye patch.
Yeah, because the whole idea that he would say, "Hey guys, I'm going to help you find a new planet," right? But before I do that, I'm going to make the Avengers. I'm going to do Shield. I'm going to do Civil War. You know, I'm gonna do all this other shit first, and then I'll get back around to it. I'll circle back around, right? Him trying to like find them a home seems like something that would take high priority, right? Or am I wrong?
Yes.
Yeah, we got like a group of aliens that need a home. Of course, that would be a high priority.
Yeah, so that's my thinking. But we'll find out, right? This is the bad
I
guy.
know.
This is Gravik, the main bad scroll,
Mhm.
blowing shit up.
Damn.
Is he the Super Scroll?
No, they haven't said he's a super scroll. They show him later in the trailer stretching his arm, but
Yeah, which is basically he has a lot of he's stronger than any scorer.
we don't know that. We literally don't know anything from the trailer.
Yeah, they show a little bit, but not that much.
The super scroll in the comic is Clark. It's KL apostrophe RT.
Isn't there like a Queen Scroll and a King or something? I don't know. There's like
Yeah.
a major leader.
There's a Queen scroll, Varanki. But there has been several other super scrolls in the comics, right?
Yeah, at one point, Captain America was a scroll.
And then there's the scroll that's part of the Squadron Supreme.
There's the Deviant Scrolls.
I think so.
Scrollos.
There's also the scrolls that can't do any shape shifting, like Titanus, Payback. So there's a couple. Then don't forget that they supposedly they're going to introduce Hulkling in this show, and he is a scroll.
I don't think you could do that in 6 episodes. This is only 6 episodes because this show was filmed a long time ago.
Yeah, but you could just have a character show that's in the show. He doesn't have to like have more explanation other than he's a.
Okay, if you end credits, okay, I could see an end credits if it happens. Yeah, probably.
Because isn't he like a prince or something?
I believe so. I don't never read the character before.
I think he's like a prince of the scrolls or some shit. Right? Yeah, he is the son of the Emperor Doric the Seventh. He's like Doric the Eighth. So yeah, I could see them killing the queen, and then at the end, revealing that the son is still alive.
And there's War Scrolls.
Yeah,
There's probably there's a whole bunch of them. I remember like one of my worst fears when Phase 4 began was that they were going to just have like scrolls appear in every post-credit scene because that's what they were kind of starting to do.
Wait, how do you say Shi'ar? The Shi'ar Empire?
the Shi'ar.
Couldn't that tie into that?
It could.
And then tie into the X-Men?
Yeah,
I don't think they're bringing X-Men.
the X-Men's not coming at X-Men's coming after Secret Wars. It's not anytime
They
soon.
could actually tie this whole cosmic thing to it because doesn't like Starjammers, isn't that like Cyclops' dad?
Yeah, but you got to go through the whole thing of why he is and all that.
Yeah, how he became that. Yeah, that's.
I honestly don't think they're going to bring out
Especially
the
with
X-Men soon.
Guardians, the Galaxy ending, they gotta introduce something.
You think so?
I mean, they're gonna introduce all the cosmic stuff, but like it's just like what Tony said. I don't hate say like I agree. The X-Men's not coming anytime soon. You just like
It might not come very soon, but they gotta drop the groundwork for the X-Men.
Not
I
really.
mean, yeah, I believe all they have to say that X-Men been
Little crumbs.
Nah.
they have dropped.
They could just bring them over
from
from Deadpool
that is
or
true.
in Secret War. Remember, we have
that is
Secret
true.
War coming up, so
I mean, for the rumors for that is that they bring him back the old X-Men cast from 2000 and the one from First Class. and stuff
I
like
mean,
How-
that.
anyone
how
anyone
does
that's a fan favorite.
Yeah, everybody does a fan
Annihilation
favorite, yeah, which
tie into
there are a
this?
couple.
What does like Annihilation tie into the scroll thing?
That's more with a nihilist and him trying to like destroy all the space or some shit. I don't think they're gonna do any of that anytime soon, CJ. I think they're gonna take it slow.
Oh, and then John Lennon is a scroll as well.
Oh boy.
This is
In
true.
the comics,
Yeah.
it is true.
There's also
It's
the
called John
cows.
Scroll.
Don't forget the cows that were
Yeah,
scrolls.
scroll cows.
Yeah, they
Oh
turn
my
people
god!
into like
Imagine
scrolls.
drinking scroll milk. Oh,
Well, that's what happens in the comic. When they end up killing the cows and turning them into burgers, and then people eat them, and they get like scroll
Jesus,
DNA,
that is disgusting.
Oh wow.
which makes no sense because we're told in the comics when a scroll dies, they revert back to their scroll form. So if they would have like to the cow's head, right, it should have just like turned back into a scroll.
Yeah,
That's a good point.
They're like, oh look, it turned into a scroll. Fuck it, put it in the machine anyway. Turn it into hamburger. Let's get on with this trailer. We got Kobe Smulders here. She was in the bomb blast, apparently.
How you think I came back?
He got some pointy ass ears. He's a scroll.
Yo, from that angle, they definitely look pointy.
Yeah, he got a big ass ears. Holy crap!
You're in no shape for this fight that lies before us.
Did you notice her name is Sonia Fosworth? She is the granddaughter of Captain Fallsworth, which is Union Jack in the comics.
Oh,
Oh wow.
And he was actually mentioned, if you remember, in Endgame. When they go back in time and Captain America's like listening in to the conversation.
oh yeah.
She mentions one of the guys is missing and hasn't been seen, and something about lightning or electricity. And in the comics, Union Jack gets hit by Thor's lightning bolt, and he develops lightning powers for a couple issues.
I got a question. Do you think the
That's
Secret
about-
Invasion thing is going to tie into the Fantastic Four movie?
No,
No.
they
Because they
already
were a
confirmed that.
major
No,
threat in Fantastic Four.
in the future, no. I think Marvel is just trying to make the Fantastic Four a standalone movie for the most part, and at the end, they just tie it.
Yeah, I feel like everything, all these rumors of like, oh, this film's gonna tie to the Fantastic Four. It's becoming the new Mephisto, the new boy who cried wolf in the
Yeah.
MCU.
Yeah,
Like,
it was Spider-Man was going to tie into the Fantastic Four, and that happened. Oh, don't worry, because Loki's going to tie into the Fantastic. Nothing happened. Oh, but Ant-Man 3 is definitely going to tie
Yeah.
into the Fantastic.
yeah, I remember that one.
Kang could show up in Fantastic Four, but as
Yeah, they could have a Kang
that,
variant.
that's it. But
They
not
could have a
like these
Kang
others.
variant.
Yeah,
I
Kang
don't
variant. Other than
think
that,
Kang
that's
is
it.
appearing anytime soon.
No, that's
Oh boy.
Marvel already got that situation sorted out. It's his lawyer. Yeah, but no, like just have a Fantastic Four story, and at the end you could tie it into the main universe. But just have a good Fantastic Four story in the beginning. That everybody wants.
Yeah. Without John Krasinski, because he was terrible.
But who would
Thank
you
you.
have? Would you have Bullman?
I would love if John came back, but in Secret Wars as another version of that character.
Yeah, watch him
Not-
die again.
Oh yes, that would be funny.
I mean,
Do
like
you
they
have
basically
Bullman?
admitted that they only did that just to like please the fans and get John Krasinski just for that
Oh,
minor role.
bro, but you took the money, right? He could
Yeah.
say no. He took the money.
And wasn't he also because they couldn't get what's his name on set? The
Daniel
guy who
Craig.
plays Bond. Yeah, Daniel Craig.
Yeah, they couldn't because
COVID.
COVID at the UK, so he couldn't fly over to. Yeah.
What about the Ian guy
Who?
from the 2005? Ian.
Oh, forgot his name. They didn't call him whatsoever back. But
Yeah.
there's a rumors that he might show up in Deadpool 3, which I could see
I
it because
heard
Ryan
the
Reynolds
rumor
like
that
bringing
they're
his friends
tying.
into his movies.
I heard the rumor that they're tying all the Fox movies together. And
Oh
Yeah.
God, no!
I
I
don't
hate
see those Fox movies. Oh, so many terrible movies, Fox. To me personally, Fox destroyed the X-Men name.
They
Well,
weren't that
it
bad.
would be like Daredevil, Ben Affleck's Daredevil.
The only
No,
way you see Daredevil, Ben Affleck Daredevil come back is in Secret Wars with him, with Charlie Cox next to him. That's it. Other than that, you just as a one-off cameo, and be like, hey, Marvel's like, hey, Ben, you want to come back for a quick cameo, please?
what I want to see is two Human Torches flying around, and when they land, it's Chris Evans and Michael B.
the
Jordan.
new guy.
Do you want the
Michael B.
robot?
Oh,
Do you want the robot?
Do you really think
Human
Feige's gonna
Torch?
do that? I don't think he's gonna acknowledge the 2015 Fantastic Four.
I doubt they can get away with this, but if like Ben Affleck as Daredevil did make an appearance and like Ryan Reynolds Deadpool's right there, he'd be like Martha, and like Daredevil would be like, what? Wait, what? It'd be like, oops, wrong universe.
They could do that. That'd be funny.
I mean,
that would be
Green
funny.
Lantern. They did it with Green Lantern.
Real quick, Extra Hero says, what would it take for a Fantastic Four movie to be successful? Well, you need a good script.
Focus on the family.
Yeah. Well, I don't even think you need to focus on the family. You just need a good script, good actors.
Mm-hmm.
The script for the first movie was way too goofy, and they tried to like be silly and like, oh, look, we're silly.
They added way too
stuff
in it. They added way too stuff.
And then the second movie was like, the first half is like, oh, it's going to be this dark, gritty. And then it's like, oh, now it's like we're superheroes.
It's goofy. Yeah.
Yeah.
And let's add the Silver Surfer ending too, where we at it.
Reboot. The reboot. So the director wanted to do a body horror. Yeah, he wanted a body horror movie. And the studio was like, whoa. It's a superhero movie.
Yeah. Well, that's why the first half is dark and like all moody, and then the second half is like, oh, superheroes and fun, and like.
I could see what Josh Trank wanted to do. They just chopped that movie into pieces.
Yeah, but I agree with the studio though. Josh Trank might have wanted to do, but that's not what the Fantastic Four is, right?
I understand. I'd be blessed. Listen, if the movie flopped, the movie flopped. I just like, you know what? If it didn't work, it was a dark Fantastic Four movie. Then okay, whatever. It is what it is.
I definitely wouldn't put Dr. Doom in the first one, though.
Oh, no.
We need a break from Dr. Doom.
No.
I call the Dr. Doom pickle monster.
Pickle monster.
His face looks like a pickle.
I would say Dr. Doom for like the next Fantastic Four movie that comes out after Secret Wars.
Yeah.
They
got so many good villains.
You know what? I wouldn't do that. You know what I'd do?
Oh my!
I'd put Victor Von Doom. I'd have. So you'd slowly see the origin of Dr. Doom.
Oh, you want to see Vector first before you turn the film? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. That's not a bad idea.
Well, yeah, I would do that too. Like, I would have Victor Von Doom in the first movie. Maybe he's in college because I think they're going to go younger, right? So they'll probably have him like in college. You could show Victor that's in there with him. Maybe like off screen.
He hates Reed.
Yeah, well, I'm saying like you could see like he's doing an experiment. Reed comes in. He's like, "Hey, you're doing it wrong." He's like, "Ah, fuck you!" And like he takes off. Then you see like the building explode in the background, but you don't really know what's happening. You just hear that, oh, he got sent back to fucking Romania, wherever the hell he's from, right? Yeah. And like we all know, like, oh shit, he just turned into Dr. Doom. Like he's headed to be fucking Doom now. And then have them face something else, right? Because they have the Wizard, they have Diablo, Mole Man.
Oh, I'd love to see the Wizard guy.
That's the Four got a lot of villains. Like you don't just have to rely on Dr. Doom.
Yeah. Well, Thomas Hayden Church says he wants to come back to play Sandman again, and he is a member.
Sure, why not?
Didn't they fight Sandman in the comics?
Yeah, he's part of the Frightful Four.
Yeah, why not? I mean,
him, Titania, Wizard.
A different version of Sandman, wasn't it?
No, it's the same version.
It's the same version from Spider-Man 3. It's just that they use reuse
No, I mean in
footage.
the comics. Wasn't
No, it's
it
the same
like a
Sandman. It's just
different-
one Sandman.
This is one of the same guy.
He's a hero. He's a villain. He's a
I could see
hero.
I could see Thomas come back. I mean, they did say that Sony cut a story between him and his daughter, which that would have been beautiful to see in the movie. But you know, Sony got to do Sony sometimes.
Yeah, they wanted to focus on.
I think the reason we never saw Galactus in the original Fantastic Four is because they spent all their money on Silver Surfer.
We don't talk about that cloud.
Oh my
You
goodness!
see his shadow in the movie.
It's not a shadow. It's
not
like
a shadow. It's a cloud. It's literally a cloud.
Yeah,
it's literally like Green Lantern with parallax. It's a cloud.
If you look at the cloud,
No, it's not a shadow,
there's shadow.
CJ. It's literally the cloud forms into the head of Galactus.
Somebody pull up the image. It's a cloud, CJ.
Yeah,
you don't see a shadow. It's just a big giant cloud that they didn't. The reason was we didn't have the advanced technology at the time. So why you do it if you didn't have the advanced technology?
Yeah, how hard is it to just show a guy in a purple helmet?
It's really not. It's really not.
All right, let's get back into this trailer.
If you're okay with sharing.
We got off track.
Yeah, we got off track.
I got the clip.
He really just cloned himself.
They're all scrolls, so they
yeah.
They're basically saying you can't tell which one of us is us, is the main guy, right? So
yeah, because we could change into different people at once.
Yeah. Which always made me question, like, how do the scrolls know like who's their like wife, who's their husband?
Oh, that would be weird. Oh my god, I never thought of that one.
Like you're in a race of people, like someone could just murder your husband and just like pretend to be him.
Yeah, you take over your body. Yeah, like that's a good one. He's confused.
Yes.
What does it say?
Greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends.
I know. Didn't his
Did
last,
they do that in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
No.
I remember his last Stone. It was a Quentin Tarantino quote, and and he loved it. He loved it because he loves that quote. That Mova did that.
Go ahead, CJ. Play the clip.
Play the clip, CJ. It's literally a cloud, bro.
Yeah,
it's literally a cloud, bro.
Now pause it. You see how it's a cloud, CJ?
Yeah, look.
It's not a shadow. It's the black is actually the cloud.
Yep.
That might have just been an Easter egg that they did as the cloud is forming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I know it looks like a shadow because it's on top of the what is this? Fucking Saturn. I don't know my planets. I'm dumb. But when you see it as it goes further, you can see that it turns into a cloud. And it's not like the shadows there, and then like something else turns into a cloud, right? It's literally the blackness turns into the cloud.
Damn.
I don't know if I hope so. Yeah, that quote. I hope it's a turned into a new quote in the stone.
I don't think it is. I think I read somewhere it's like
It's not.
That would be awesome if Nick Fury had a lightsaber in his collection.
Gosh.
Oh my. Well, we'll see. I mean, Marvel does like Easter eggs. So.
Yeah, I heard it was like a musical quote or some shit.
Oh, it's a musical quote? Okay. I like the turn quote from the last one.
Personal.
Very few of us know about the wars fought in the shadows that have raged on this planet.
Oh, do you think? Wait, go back. Do you think
they
that
sleeping?
guy is a Skrull?
Hold on. Supposedly these are the people that the scrolls taken, which makes no sense to me, right? Like, why wouldn't you not just kill them?
Yeah, just dump them in the water.
Well, you didn't have to do all that. I mean, because you're taking over their space, right? You could just kill them, bury them. No one's looking for them because you're pretending to be them, right?
You're taking somebody's body without permission. Like, just kill them. You have their body. You have their face. You have the structure. You have the same look. Like, just kill them.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's no reason.
Unless you eat them. Are you eating them? Which will be weird in the first place. But right.
The only thing I could think, this is the only thing, and maybe this will be their explanation, is that they can't remember what people look like, so they need to like have them there, so they think of like, oh, I got to turn into this guy. What does he look like? Show me. Okay.
That's that. Yeah.
Do you think the guy that appeared in Black Panther is a Skrull that we just saw?
Who?
This guy.
Wars fought in the shadows.
That guy.
Martin Freeman?
Hell no.
That's what a lot of people are saying, that he's probably going to be a Skrull.
If he is, that would be the biggest shock since the original Black Panther movie.
Well, they said that's why he's been kind of working on his own and doing whatever he wants, getting close to the Wakandans.
Well, people are going to make a joke saying the only white guy in Black Panther was a Skrull all along.
Oh my god!
Like the reactionaries are going to react to that.
Oh yeah,
but this is stupid that he's even here. I was saying before, I go at the end of Wakanda Forever, they break him out of the transport, right?
Yeah. Wouldn't he be like a wanted man at this point, like taking refuge in Wakanda?
Yeah, that's what I thought. I figured they would like, hey, come back to Wakanda because everybody, you're a wanted man now.
I think this show is before Wakanda Forever, so which makes sense because the show was filmed a long time ago. But so
unless Nick Fury asks him for his help, and because Fury can give a rat's heck about what the government thinks.
Yeah,
he does not give a f what the government thinks. That's the reason why he's a wanted man.
Well, they don't say why he's wanted. They say you're the most wanted man on the planet. I'm like, but what did Nick Fury do that
have raged on this planet?
That's Talos' daughter.
Do you feel responsible?
She says, do you feel responsible? I think, we were talking about this the other day, I think Nick Fury, he had the Skrulls impersonate people to be his spy network. And now that they've turned on him, that's why she's asking him, do you feel responsible? Like, you put them in that place and gave them this opportunity to fuck us over.
Also, I don't know if this is going to tie into this film, but remember, in Spider-Man Far From Home, the Fury that was helping Peter Parker was a Skrull. It's like, what if it later came out that a Skrull was the reason why all that played a role in all that destruction in London? Impersonating Nick Fury, because technically no one knew Nick Fury was involved in that. In No Way Home, the guy that told Peter Parker, interrogating him, was Nick Fury's been off world for over a year, and then it comes out that a Skrull was impersonating Fury the whole time. That's that was look.
Talos.
Yeah, Talos. So that's gonna be a bad look.
Could be. It's all his fault.
I'll do you one better. What if Coulson was a Skrull?
Oh my god! Oh wow!
He did come back to life.
He did, but the show is not canon, unfortunately.
The first season is canon.
The first two, and then after that is not.
Yeah, and he came back in the first season, so it's canon.
Yeah.
So maybe they can tie something.
But in the Marvel universe, he's dead.
Never know.
Where are the Avengers?
This is a weird thing right here. So it says
Avengers.
It's the Avengers Battle of New York. It's obviously in French, Italian.
French,
But here's the thing: why would they have this paper? It seems this is supposed to have taken place way after the Endgame, right? Battle of New York is years ago. Why would they still be talking about that?
Well, don't forget there was a 5-year gap in between Infinity War and Endgame. So at this point, the Battle of New York is over a decade old.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Way over a decade old, not just 10 years, way over.
And you can't just be well, they were just holding on to this newspaper to harass Nick Fury with why? It seems really weird. Either this is a flashback.
It is maybe a flashback, yeah.
Or maybe this is a hint that this takes place a lot earlier than we think.
Maybe there's some scenes that take place in between certain films, flashback scenes.
Could be.
You go see that. Oh, also, or they just kept this article of the New York Bottle. I mean, for a long time, which I mean, I guess.
Yeah, but look at the newspaper. It's like it doesn't look like it's.
Oh yeah, it doesn't look like it's from 2012. Yeah, for sure.
It doesn't look old. It doesn't look like faded or nothing. It looks like brand new, hot off the presses.
Yeah. Unless you just put it in the inside of a bag and just kept it very good. What the actual?
This war is one I have to fight alone.
Oh.
You're the most wanted man on the planet.
Yo, I'm sorry, Rhodey. Come on, bro. Like, you really want? Like, he's the vice president.
Is he? I thought he was
That's
like
what they
the president's bodyguard or the president's right-hand man or something.
I thought somebody said he was the vice president. Either he's the vice president or the bodyguard. Like,
I know there was an idea to have him as president in Endgame, but it got scrapped.
I mean, I could see that as an alternate timeline for sure.
Yeah, it wouldn't make no sense for him to be president.
Nah, I mean Ross as president, yes, because he's old as fuck.
Even Ross doesn't make sense. That's why I think at the end of this, Ross is gonna. I think.
Oh no, yeah, the current president is gonna die. Whoever's the president now.
Yeah, but I think because in the comics during Secret Invasion, remember Norman Osborn shoots the Skrull Queen on live TV, and he becomes a hero, and that's how he becomes in charge of S.H.I.E.L.D. I think they're gonna kind of turn that on its head, and have Harrison Ford come out, and General Ross kills the Skrull Queen at the end on live TV, and that's how he becomes the president. Like, hey, look, he's a war hero, and then that gets everybody like, yeah, fucking, he's great, and then he becomes president.
Oh, there's another scene with the shadow of Galactus.
Oh,
you don't know what they
This looks like an abandoned Russian military thing.
have planned for you. You don't know what they have planned for you.
It says specimen sample CUL. Is it Coulson?
No, that's not Coulson. I saw somebody say that was the
Cole.
Remember Thanos' minion from Infinity War?
Cole Odison?
You mean Cole Obsidian?
Obsidian,
yeah. Like how his hand got cut off. Somebody says is that inside of it.
Could be.
Which I mean, I guess why they would take it.
It did say Cole.
Yeah, I did.
Let's see if I can get it. Damn it. I see.
Cole, yeah. U.S. Department of
Damage
Control. I thought they got this band in this one.
The Great Nick Fury.
Ooh.
Gravik is the main bad guy, but he's a new character. He's not in the comic at all. And that's where he stretches, little stretchy powers.
Damn, he looks better than Carnage.
Some people were trying to say that was
That was what?
That was his name, Groot power. That they're like tree branches. That's why he could do that.
It looks like it. Looks like it. Well, I wonder where they're fighting at. It's like this.
Oh, it looks like vines. It doesn't look like.
Yeah, it looks like vines. Yeah, see it.
Back to. Are we excited for this show, gentlemen?
Blast.
Yeah. What's up? It's giving me like it feels like it has the tone of Winter Soldier, but has a more science fiction feel to it.
I know all the.
For me, it gives me
I know
Winter Soldier vibes / spies vibes to it.
Yeah, I mean, look, Winter Soldier's still one of my like top 3, top 4 favorite MCU films ever. So,
yes, yeah,
like, I love that they're going with that tone. They're going back to the more serious tone.
The thing, like, people's like, well, Marvel could be jokey, or they could go back to they switch it once in a while. If the audience don't like it, okay, we'll go back to.
I mean, I don't mind the jokey tone. It's just when it gets when it gets too jokey, and it's like you're making jokes for the sake of having jokes. Like the to me, the best MCU movies that have jokes are like the jokes that like hold up and are just not there for the sake of being jokey joke.
Yeah. All right. So Extra Hero says presidents, politicians are usually lawyers first. I wonder if we have any superheroes who are lawyers. She-Hulk going to be the president. Confirmed.
Oh boy, that's good.
You will get Geeks and Gamers mad if that ever happened.
Yo, Ryan Kell's already mad about today's Blue Beetle trailer. You're gonna like have him go Red Rage. He'll become Red Hulk.
Well, we know the Red Hulk is going to be
the
president.
What is this, CJ? Galactus? Bro, it's a cloud.
Yes, it's Galactus.
Bro, it's a cloud. I would say that the Silver Surfer looks dope for being practical / CG a little bit, but that was not Galactus. That's just a giant pile of shit.
All right. We got a little, I don't know if it's a teaser, but it's a little reminder to go buy tickets.
Wait.
Are you ready, guys?
Oh yeah, I'm excited for this film.
Oh my god, I was thinking of SpongeBob. That's what he said.
Are you ready, kids?
Wait. Wait. Go!
Ooh. I was 8 years old when I left Earth.
You want me to drive?
No.
I'll drive.
Figure out how to put it in back.
You cannot drive, Gamora.
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. PG-13.
I'm excited. I think this is going to be an awesome movie.
James Gunn last movie for Marvel.
Run with gun.
Into the future. We'll see what holds.
Extra Hero says, I like this channel because it's one of the few that don't seem to want movies to fail. No, I don't want movies to fail.
I don't
want them to be good.
No, bro. For something that if you want to hate a movie, that's understandable. But to make the movie fail, that's kind of no.
This one, I'm really excited. On the community page, I put a poll for what movie you're most excited for: Blue Beetle, Guardians, Spiderverse, or Indiana Jones. Yeah. So go ahead and or none if
I'll vote for it. Me personally, I would go with Spiderverse, Guardians, and the Indiana Jones. Blue Beetle will be last because I want to see a second trailer for it. I know the one they release is a teaser, but
the one they release is an official 2-minute and 50-second trailer.
Really?
Yeah.
You could tell the CG was you could tell the CG was not the.
I haven't seen it yet. Don't spoil it.
I'm not spoiling it, but like
we're gonna watch it right now, in all of its glory, in all of its Blue Beetle glory.
It's all its controversy too.
I know it's so good that Isaac changed his Twitter handle and everything to Blue Beetle.
Yeah, Blue Beetle. Mm-hmm.
So it's got to be good. Let's check it out.
Jaime.
This is controversy.
It's like Batman.
Mm-hmm. That's Ted Core costume, and the other one is what's his name? Oh, damn, I forgot the other guy's name. That's the first. That was the first Blue Beetle, the one with the. Yeah, I can't think.
I thought
that was a controversy.
And let's play the controversial clip again.
Bro, it's like Batman stuff. Batman's a fascist. I just want to
Batman's a fascist.
I
I don't get what is wrong with it. Like, it's a funny joke. Like,
it's a funny
I
line.
get why people is mad that they keep making fun of Batman in every movie, but it is
looks
true.
like a mixture of Power Rangers, Venom, Iron Man, and Shazam. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah,
The Iron Man stuff I can see, like right at the beginning when he's flying in the air and then falling.
Also, the shield, because Iron Man has that shield in Endgame, remember?
Infinity War.
The nanotech.
Yeah, shield. But no, he makes like a laser shield or whatever the hell it is.
The only one thing I didn't like, it was like the voice. The AI voice is too generic. It reminded me of Peter voice from Homecoming.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's. I wish they would have went with the Young Justice voice. That one, like instead of they should have got like somebody make like somebody on Twitter say make it like funny the voice, like maybe Steph McFarlane or something about it.
Yeah. So I seen the thing, right? I heard there was controversy. Like everybody's like, "Oh my god, there's this huge uproar," and I'm going, and I just saw it, and I'm like, it wasn't like because the way it was framed, right, as if Blue Beetle said it, or like the character, the girlfriend, or whatever the hell she is, right? That's like the goofy uncle character said it, right? It's like.
Yeah, the uncle.
Yeah, I mean George Lopez is a comedian. Like,
well, it's not even that. Beyond George Lopez being, even if it was a different actor playing that character, right? But that character is supposed to be like the goofy uncle. He's got wild hair. He's got a mullet, this weird beard. His fingernails are all painted. Like just watching the trailer, like yeah, this is not the like serious dude in the family, right? This is the Baracho uncle.
No, he's just like the funny uncle that you had in one family.
Yeah, is this Vandal Savage the villain? That could have been.
No, that would be way too early for that character. That's
Dan Garrett and Ted Cord were the costumes.
Yeah, Dan Garrett and Ted Cord. Yeah, that's the first Blue Beetle and the second Blue Beetle.
Yeah, see, you Super J's, right? Everyone has a goofy uncle whose politics you don't agree with, goes both ways. Yeah, like I said, I can see people being upset if the main character playing, I forget his name, Jolo, whatever. If the guy who's playing Jaime said it, then I can see people being upset because like the Blue Beetle character is throwing shade, or like I said, like the girlfriend of the Blue Beetle character is throwing shade, right? But again, it's like the goofy uncle, right? It's like he's supposed to say stupid stuff. You're supposed to laugh at it. You're not supposed to agree. He didn't say it in a way where you're like, yes, you're right. He is a fascist, right? He's like talking shit. And if you know anything about Latinos, that's what we do. We talk shit. One of his big jokes, George Lopez, is like, "Oh, you think you're all bad now? You think you're all bad now because you got a good job, right?" So I don't see any controversy. This is stupid that people are upset by this.
It's a joke. Like, yes, yeah, I get you're mad that they make fun of Batman in couple movies, not every movie, couple movies and TV shows. But I mean, it's just Batman. Like,
yeah, I get it. It wasn't a frank discussion. It was a throwaway line. Yeah,
it was a throwaway line. Like,
and it was George Lopez saying it. Yeah.
Caused by a character that seems like he's going to be a bit wacky. So, like, why take his opinion seriously? Like, you always have like that wacky family member who just says like random shit. Like, oh, this person's like crazy or like or whatever. I doubt people would complain if the character said something like this superhero's woke.
Like Batman's woke. Like, yeah, it would have been cheering.
Yeah.
All right. Those are the trailers. I'm excited. I think it looks good. I'm not a big DC fan. I always say that. I don't read the comics. I'm not familiar with the character. So I'm going into it as average Joe moviegoer, right? I think it looks good. It looks exciting. Had a little humor in it. Interesting. I'm curious how it's going to connect to the DCU. So I think it's going to be good. Now, maybe DC fans might be upset because it's not comic accurate or whatnot.
Or it's not directed by Snyder.
Is this going to tie in with the new DCU? That's what they said, right? They said it's taking place in the new DCU.
Yeah. They say that they confirm a deadline. So yeah, that this is going to be the first DCU movie. But then again, like James Gunn's like, well, Superman's the first. Like, bitch, which one is it?
Well, this one is if it's good, but if it's bad, it'll be Superman.
Yeah, like, bro, which one is it? Shazam. Warner Brothers set up Shazam to fail a long time ago, so that's out of the question. If you market Blue Beetle right with the Latino market, Latin market, stuff like
don't do that. Don't pander to us.
Well. Here's the thing. Blue Beetle.
Yeah, but you know how studios does. They're gonna do that. You know that.
But there's a way to do it without pandering, right?
Yeah, we know there is a way, but like they're gonna do that regardless. And I just, they're desperate for money, so they're gonna do it. But like,
it's true.
Like what people like, even the directors say, if you want to help us, go see the movie and stuff. Like, just
you Super J said would be crazy if they blow a Blue Beetle's brains out at the end of the movie, like Countdown. Oof. Maybe it's gonna be the beginning because it looks like Ted Cord is dead, right? Or at least
missing.
Not.
He's missing.
Maybe the wife killed him.
That would be a good plot twist.
Well, I think Blue Beetle has. The thing is, people don't realize that like superhero movies that come out in August actually tend to do very well, and it's usually the lesser known characters like Guardians of the Galaxy and Suicide Squad. And also, this is coming out like the middle of August, so like it's coming out at a time where there's like no competition. It'll have a couple weeks in September where like there's literally no new exciting movies coming out. So it's got a good chance to like make decent money.
Yeah, it looks decent, right? It looks fun enough.
It looks fun. It looks fun.
Have we discussed the point of Blue Beetle? That's what we're doing now. I mean,
yeah, that's what we're doing. Yeah, the point is that they need to know how to market the first live action Latino movie for superheroes.
Well, it's not the first, but
yeah, but I wouldn't count the first. I think Into the Spiderverse is the first, but people say that animation is not cinema. It's not real. It's just cartoons for kids. So, but I hope the movie does well. Like it needs to make money if you want a sequel. So we'll see.
All right,
so
get to this comment here.
Wait,
Extra Hero says this show reminds me of Miss Marvel, which I like mostly because of the family and friends dynamic more so than the heroics. Yeah, I think there's going to be a strong focus on family. And that's what Shazam did well, right? That's what people liked about Shazam.
The first one, the second one flops.
Yeah, we need a Booster Gold Blue Beetle buddy cop movie.
You're getting Booster Gold as a TV show.
They might end up having maybe at the end of Booster Gold shows up at the end. Post
credits. You see this clip yet?
Yeah, I have not seen that clip, CJ, but that's not what we do here. I don't care what other people said. This show is not about criticizing other people's opinions. They're free to have their opinions.
That's fair.
Right? We have our opinions. They have theirs. They do their thing. We do our thing. We're not trying to get wrapped up in all that drama.
So
that said, this is not the first Latino superhero movie. It's the first Latino superhero movie from either DC or Marvel, right?
Yeah.
Well, no, Marvel hasn't. No, Marvel. Well, talking about Marvel Studio, yes, they haven't done in.
No, I'm talking about just a film in general, like a film that is.
Oh yeah, for Warner Brothers is the first, and stuff like that.
And Marvel hasn't had a movie. They've had a couple of Latino superheroes.
Yeah, but they haven't.
But not actually the star of the movie, right?
No.
Like what's her name? Played Sue Storm, but the character is not Latina, so it doesn't really count.
Oh, Jessica Alba, yeah. I think once we get Miles in live action, we got which is should probably like 3 or 4 years from now. We probably get Miles in live action with Tom Holland because Sony wants money, and they're not gonna let that go.
Kind of like the Spider-Man game, the video game.
Yeah,
similar to that when you have Peter, like trying to say Tom Holland, Spider-Man go on vacation, and then Miles just watch over New York City while he's gone on vacation. So you could do that. I don't see why. D-lister. Who's the D-listers, Bianca? Blue Beetle. I mean, for the public, yes, he is the D-lister for the public.
I didn't forget America Chavez, but she's not this. It's not her movie. It's not like
It's not
America
her movie.
Chavez.
Yeah,
It's Doctor Strange.
It's Doctor Strange. Yeah.
It's the same way with Namor. Namor is in the movie. He's Latino, but it's not
but
Namor. It's Wakanda forever.
It's Wakanda, yeah. So, yeah, it's just not. He was the villain for it, but he's not. No.
Yeah, that's like I said. There have been, and I mean, Ghost Rider was in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but again, that's not a movie. It's a TV show, right?
It's a TV show, yeah. So it's just like Marvel did Shang-Chi, and then now they're doing a sequel to it. So.
But it's woke, guys.
Oh, it is woke. It's 100%.
Yeah, it is woke. Everything's woke nowadays, no matter where you see it.
I mean, we if you want to go way back, we had El Santo was on TV. I mean, technically Zorro would be a superhero, right? He was played. He was a Latino in the Antonio Banderas versions of Zorro.
Zorro,
that was the best versions. That was the best version.
Oh yeah, the Zorro, his swords. I know they tried to do a Django and Zorro movie. It was too expensive. My ass. That would not have been expensive. Come on. With Jamie Foxx and Antonio Banderas, oof, I would see that movie anytime. Like, that could have been the Tarantino last movie, but they just had to make the critics. I would have just loved to see him do Bill Kill 3, but you know.
Don't forget though, we're getting that Bad Bunny movie coming soon. So,
Jesus Christ! El Muerto.
Yeah,
bro. My gosh, please, no, God, no.
The movie is not centered around America Chavez. First off, if we want to actually be accurate, America Chavez is not Latina, right?
No,
the actress is, but the character is an alien. Right?
She's an alien, yeah. The actress, yeah.
So she's whatever race that alien race is. So if you want to get technical, and secondly, it's not centered around her. She's the MacGuffin of the movie, right?
Yeah, Doctor Strange has the most screen time out of everybody.
Yeah, I would say it's, if you want to say it's centered around anything, it's centered around Wanda and her quest to get her children back. America Chavez is just the MacGuffin for how she's going to do it. Chavez Hispanic? No, in the comics,
God.
In the comics, she comes to Earth, and they just adopt that name. So, again, she's an alien. She's an illegal alien that can cross borders with her powers. I mean, that's a little. It's an alien race that resembles Latinos, Hispanics, but was raised Puerto Rican. Yeah, see. All right, we got a couple of articles here. This one I'm sure everybody's excited to hear. Disney announces live-action Moana.
Oh my goodness!
Didn't that just come out?
Oh, The Rock, I'ma smack you.
Yeah. So Moana live-action remake was announced with Dwayne Johnson attached to the project. Since its release in 2016, so that was 7 years ago.
7 years ago.
Walt Disney Animation Studios' Moana has become beloved amongst fans. Has it? Has it really? The film soundtrack was the 10th best-selling album of 2016, selling more than 2.7 million units worldwide.
Do you think Frozen is going to end up becoming live action?
Hell no.
Yeah.
Oh my. Yo, they're gonna do.
No.
Hell,
If that ever happens, my God, I will. Oh no, there's no.
They will. There's
How
way
you
too
gonna
much
do
money.
Frozen?
They're not going to leave that money on the table, man.
Bro, that's gonna flop harder.
How's it going to flop? How's it going to flop harder than what? That's a money maker. That's a money machine.
I mean, yes, for animation, but like, oh my God, I don't.
All right.
Why? The Rock. Yeah, The Rock is so desperate to keep a franchise at bro, like, damn, that Black Adam money. box office hurt his legacy.
Yeah, and the characters in the world of film have become Disney mainstays. Have they?
Mm-hmm. I see.
Maybe I've
I see him
out.
in the park in Disneyland, but I mean, people love. I like the movie. I love it when I took out my
It's
brother
got some good
kids
songs.
to see it. Yeah, it has great songs in it.
But I mean, it's only been out 7 years. I don't think it's had time to percolate and it really cement itself as something, right? Like,
no, it's not like Disney classics. When you go, I understand why Disney remakes their classic movies, but this is like 7 years ago, bro. Like it's not even been a decade of this movie yet.
Yeah.
Like
with significant investments being made to honor the film by the way of Disney parks experiences and even a streaming spinoff set for release. Oh, they're gonna have a spinoff? Jesus.
Yeah, the director for that came out today and said that it's still happening after this announcement. So they still work. They're doing the animation for it.
It says announced as part of the Walt Disney Company 2023 shareholder meeting, Moana is getting a live-action remake for Disney. The news was shared by Moana star Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. As he remarked, a live-action reimagining of Moana is in the works. Johnson noted that everything fans know and love from the original animated epic would be back, including him. I don't think people loved him, but whatever. Who played Maui in the original. Moana, Gramatala, the music, the dance, Te Fiti, Pua the pig, the village, the beautiful, powerful ocean, and one more. What's that guy's name? Oh, yours truly. The Moana actor revealed the film is still very early in the process, and there's so much work to be done. Many of you may not know the brilliant team at Disney Animation. My partners, we found so much inspiration from Maui in the Mana and the presence of my late grandfather, the legendary High Chief Peter Maivia. He would walk and light up the room. The energy, the tattoos, the hair, the bod. When you're staring at a demigod, thank you. Sorry, I get caught up in the moment. So as you guys can see, perfect timing as the sun comes out, just how deep this story is for me. Because in a way, when I bring Maui to life, I'm doing it to the spirit of my grandfather. So it's still very early in the process. There's so much more work to be done. Disney wrote a press release sent at the time of the announcement that the film will be produced by Johnson, Danny Garcia, and Hiram Garcia via their $7 production, as well as Bew Flynn via Flynn Picture Co. How can he still work with Danny? Like,
the hierarchy of Disney is about to change.
Bro, just fire her. My God.
Well, not just that. It's like, isn't it? That's his ex-wife, right?
Fired her.
Yo,
bro.
I don't understand these people. Like, look, bro. I'm divorced, right? Like, if they're like, hey, you and your ex-wife, we want you to like be, I'm like, fuck no, I don't want to work. Like, we're divorced for a reason, right? Like, there's a reason.
Yeah, we divorced for a reason, bro. I'm sorry, bro. If my ex-wife become my manager,
Well, she was his manager before. That was probably be like, dude, you're fired. Like, we're divorced now. You can't manage me anymore. Like,
bro, just fire her, bro. Look at Henry Cavill. He's happy doing his Warhammer shit and doing movies with Guy Ritchie and the new movie with Matthew Vaughn. So like, bro, like,
Justy View says Frozen 100% will become live action. That one is easier than Moana minus an alive snowman.
They should live action.
Yeah, he said they should see how the Little Mermaid does before doing this. Probably.
This probably gonna take forever because The Rock is a busy ass person.
Joshua Perez says why Disney doesn't do Black Cauldron, Atlantis, and Treasure Planet into live action. Those are perfect choices because they're not money makers. They want something that's easy, right? That something that's a classic because everyone loves it, so they think everyone will just go to the movies to see it, right?
Actually,
no, because with Black Cauldron, Atlantis, and Treasure Planet, those movies kind of flopped.
Yeah,
and so it's a risk, right? It's like our people. There's no nostalgia attached to it. There's no like, oh, I love that as a kid. I want to see the live action.
Except for Treasure Planet. Well,
how about you do a Disney Plus show or movie?
Because you're spending money for nothing. Why would you do that?
I mean, I get that.
Even if it's a flop.
I get why they remake the ones that make a lot of money, but I feel like at the same time, for a creative standpoint, though, I think it would make more sense to like remake the films that didn't work out in live, that didn't make out well in animation, make them live action, because I feel like you can do something different. Like, what can we do to improve this from the first time we failed at doing this animated?
Extra Hero says, has a movie ever been remade this quickly? I don't think so.
Yeah, that's so crazy. And I don't know, the fact that this is happening right after the Black Adam debacle tells me that, like, The Rock is going to wants to work with Disney now after the whole Warner Brothers DC thing. It's like the hierarchy of Disney is about to change.
Do you think
the crazy thing is that
what's that? Hold up. What's that, CJ?
Do you think he'll be Luke Cage?
Hell no! What the actual fudge?
No. You Super J says Black Cauldron was great, but almost ended Disney animation. It did.
You do have a point on that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Joshua Crest says they have more creative freedom with those movies than the ones, but that's not the point. They don't care about the creative freedom. They care about making money.
Don't care.
Yeah, it's about the money instead of, like, trying to make good movies at this point.
Yeah, if they wanted creative freedom, they just make something brand new.
Right? Or bring back that same people who did the movie into the live action movie. Yeah. This is how Universal is doing with How I Train Your Dragon. Like, they're bringing back the same team, the same writers, and doing that for live action, obviously, because Universal has the theme parks.
Yeah.
But like, come on, man! This movie came out 7 years ago.
You Super J said something that I disagree with. He says the wrestling ancestry of The Rock is funny. If Rock isn't Rock, no one cares about Rocky Johnson or High Chief Peter Maivia. This is not 100% accurate because Rocky Johnson was a tag team champion with Tony Atlas, who was the strongest man in the world at one point, or world's strongest man contender, right? He wouldn't be as famous, right? People wouldn't care as much, that I'll give you, right? Because he has no connection to any modern wrestler, right? His time in the sun came and went. Now, Chief Peter Maivia, though, if you get rid of The Rock, remember, The Rock and them, they're all related. So you still have all those other Samoan wrestlers, Hawaiian wrestlers, right? So who the hell is the champion right now? Roman Reigns? Right? Roman Reigns is still related to Peter Maivia. So they would just make the connection that way.
You're never gonna get rid of The Rock, ever.
No, he's just saying that if there was no Rock, that people wouldn't have cared about those.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And I say no because, again, Rocky Johnson was a tag team champion. He's like one of the first black tag team champions in the WWF. And then Peter Maivia is related to everyone else, right? Yokozuna, you got, like I said, Roman Reigns, the Usos, all of them. Whenever those guys would have became champions or did whatever they did, he would have been mentioned within that.
You're right. Yeah. It's crazy this movie's getting a live action, but how about Ratatouille? That made a lot of money. Yeah. How about
Iron Giant? But they got to bring back Vin Diesel as the voice.
Well, that has to be Warner Brothers because Warner Brothers did Iron Giant.
Yeah, Warner Brothers the rights to it, I believe. Somebody in the circle.
I love Iron Giant. That's a childhood classic.
It's unfortunately didn't make money. Unfortunately,
Joshua says now they're going to ruin. They're going to ruin Lilo and Stitch as well.
Oh boy,
that one might. They got to nail the CGI on Stitch, right? If they don't,
like how Grogu does. Like Grogu is a real life puppet. They could make it like Stitch, just like that, like a puppet. But you have to do the CG right when it's time and when it's not. So
you forgot Rikishi. I didn't forget Rikishi, the big Kishi.
Nobody forgot about Rikishi. Peter Pan. They are doing Peter Pan, but that's a Disney Plus movie because that looks horrible.
But it's like Peter and Wendy, right, or something like that's called.
Mm-hmm.
And then like Tinkerbell's black and everyone's mad.
Sleeping Beauty did terrible at the box office and it made Disney bankrupt, but has not.
It has nostalgia. It's why they did Maleficent instead.
Yeah. But also Maleficent, you had Angelina Jolie, so
that she was.
When you have like a big name star, like you're gonna get people to go watch it.
Mm-hmm. I don't think the Rock is not a big. Bro, Rock, no Rock movie ever
He
cracked
could-
400 million at the box office. Come on.
Yo,
You
the
think this is
Rock
gonna crack 400 million?
Remember, The Rock promoted the heck out of Black Adam, and it did not make money. And he tried twisting it around by saying we were a big success when they never were.
We made a huge lot of money, but Warner Brothers don't want to tell you.
It made the Captain America First Avenger, bro. Marvel does not care about the box office. They don't. You do, buddy.
I think they do now. I think they did.
I mean,
before.
Disney does. Disney.
Yeah,
but yeah.
All right. Real quick, The Rock also said, in regards to Moana, she has had such a profound impact on how we think of Disney princesses. Moana's strength and perseverance are inspiring to audiences around the world, to me, and to everyone who helped bring her to life. I'm looking forward to sharing her story in a whole new way. I'm gonna be honest. I don't hear a lot of people like when they talk about Disney princesses. Moana's not really brought up into the conversation, right? It's like the other one, the redhead Irish one from Brave.
Merida?
Yeah, right. Like she hasn't been around long enough for people to really like bring up her. It's just kind of like there. It's like when you talk Disney princesses, it's always Sleeping Beauty, Snow White, Cinderella.
Yeah, because that's when the little girls who watch those Disney movies on Disney Plus, that's who they think of every day.
Well, it's not just that. It's because the little girls who watched them grew up and they're adults. And they had their kids watch them, right? Like I said, we haven't had, like, this is only 7 years out, right?
Brave it's not even a decade old.
Brave is like maybe 15 years out. Pocahontas is just starting to get people to be that. Same thing with Aladdin, right? We're just starting to get that generation that grew up with Aladdin that are adults now. I think they should have waited on this. If they really wanted to get that nostalgia kick and get the big bucks. Because like adults really don't like have any, love for Moana. Like, yeah, well, my kids like it, right? But it's not like wasn't something I didn't grow up with, right?
The Rock should have waited at least 7 more years.
He'd been too old. That's probably he's trying to rush it so he can play the character.
Yeah, he's trying to get money for it. It's not. To me, it's like, okay, you're making this in live action, but how about the other ones like Ratatouille? That made up money.
Myself in comics says a Sleeping Beauty fan. That's false. Sleeping Beauty and Snow White are the least talked about of all the princesses.
Cat. That's Cat.
That's Cat. Yeah.
That is 100%. No. No. You go to Disneyland, go in the streets, and ask people, and they go, who's your favorite Disney princess? And they're gonna give at least 2 or 3 names, tops. They are very popular. I'm sorry, I disagree with that one.
And Anthony is our resident princess expert, so he would know.
No, I wish.
Whoa.
No.
All right. So the Daredevil showrunner thinks of Born Again as season 4 of Netflix show. Exclusive. Former Daredevil showrunner Eric Olenson explains why he's looking at Disney Plus's Born Again series as season 4 of Netflix show. Wow. So when the article was presented, right, I thought they were talking about the showrunner for the new one and not the showrunner for the old one, right? Who gives a shit what the guy who was the showrunner for the Netflix series thinks, right?
I don't, buddy. I don't. Eric, listen, bro. Don't. It's not a season 4.
Your show's over. It's gone.
It's gone, bro. Your show's. It's a season 1. Even Charlie Cox says it's a season 1. It's just a soft reboot with just one recast, and that's it. Simple as that.
Yes. It says Daredevil Born Again looks poised to be something of a reboot of the popular Netflix series, but former Netflix showrunner Eric Olenson continues to think of it as season 4. The original Daredevil series was a breath of fresh air when it hit Netflix in 2015, offering a darker, grittier tone that set it apart from both the MCU and the 2003 movie starring Ben Affleck. Despite the acclaim for its writing, action, and Charlie Cox's pitch-perfect casting, Daredevil was abruptly canceled after 3 seasons as Marvel Studios let their deal with Netflix lapse to properly introduce him and other characters to the wider MCU. This is 100% a lie.
No, it just Disney wanted
that's a lie too.
Back.
That's also a lie. No.
Wait, that for
what
real?
happened? Yeah. No. What happened was Disney and the deal that Disney and Netflix had was that Disney would front X amount of money,
Mm-hmm.
and then Netflix would put in the rest, and then it would end up on Netflix, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then when they said, okay, well, we're done. If you want to keep making the shows, you have the contract. You can keep making Netflix shows, but you have to front the money. And Netflix says, no, we're not going to front the money because it's not going to make us anything back. Like we've hit, the projections for how many people are going to sign up to Netflix. So there was no point.
That's crazy. The show was literally number one in Nielsen rated every damn week. But
they said it was costing more and more every season, and you weren't getting back the return on investment. Can the panel answer what Sleeping Beauty's name is? Case closed. It's Aurora.
Yep.
Boom. How you like that?
Thank you. Aurora, yeah.
See, even myself in comics was like right there. Boom, Princess Aurora.
Oh, Bianca is smart. She thinks that as a second. It just, like you said, Netflix could have continued the show. Just they didn't want to spend the money on it, which is like is literally your most popular show outside of Luke Cage and Punisher and Jessica Jones. But Netflix just being lazy. They didn't want to pay.
Yeah. All right. So this is what he says. He says, I'm rooting for them. I don't have any inside information for you. I knew it was going to happen just from rumblings through friends and the grapevine of the Marvel family. But I really don't know what they're planning yet. We used pieces of Born Again in our season. I still call Daredevil Born Again Season 4, but they're trying to insist it isn't. So I'll go along with whatever they want to call it. How did they use pieces of Born Again in their season? They didn't. Born Again wasn't even a thing. It didn't even exist in anybody's mind when they were making Daredevil Season 3, right?
I don't get what elements of Daredevil Born Again did he use in Season 3? I cannot think of one.
Well, we don't even know because A, Daredevil Born Again hasn't come out yet, right? And B, it wouldn't be them using elements of Daredevil Born Again. It would be Daredevil Born Again using elements of them, right?
Yeah, no, he talk about his version of the show that he used elements of Daredevil Born Again, but I just don't remember which elements he used for it. I know Marvel's going to try to take some from the Frank Miller run, but not all of it.
He says, I'm very happy that Charlie Cox and Vincent, and hopefully more of our Marvel friends, will get a chance to go make more of the show. I'm a huge fan of them, and I'm a huge fan of the show. I look forward to seeing what it is. I hope it's great. Let me put it that way. He sounds salty.
He sounds salty that he's not coming back, yeah.
Yeah, that they moved away from him and the Netflix stuff. He probably wanted royalties. That's probably what it was.
He probably get royalty. I mean,
no, because if they redo it, right? Then you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah. You don't have to pay. Yeah, you don't have to pay those people. Yeah, nothing. The original showrunners, the writers, even Promoter. No, it was Jeff Loeb. Never mind, Jeff Loeb. Yeah, they to create those Netflix shows. Yeah, never mind. You don't have to pay them anything.
Yeah. All right. So we got one more article here. And then we have a list if we want to go through it, but I don't know. Warner Brothers nears deal for Harry Potter video series.
Oh boy!
Warner Brothers.
Shoot me.
Warner Brothers Discovery Inc. is close to a deal for a new online TV series based on Harry Potter. New online? Not streaming?
I think
for HBO.
I think they mean HBO. I think that's a typo.
I think they mean streaming, right? Like new streaming.
Yeah, like streaming on HBO. Yeah, Max.
The best-selling young adult books, according to two people with knowledge of the matter. Each season of the series will be based on one of J.K. Rowling's 7 books, said the people, who asked not to be identified since the deal hasn't been announced, suggesting years of fresh fare for the popular stories. The company is hoping the series can be one cornerstone of a new streaming strategy that will be announced next week by HBO's parent, Warner Brothers. That company's chief executive officer, David Zaslav, and HBO chief Casey Blas, whatever, have worked to convince Rowling to produce a new series that will debut on HBO and online. But the deal hasn't been completed. Yeah, no, it says HBO and online, so it's going to be online.
Oh, they mean broadcast.
It says HBO and online.
They mean broadcast?
I guess. Either on their
HBO.
Yeah, but on HBO, and then online suggests that it's going to be on like their webpage or whatever.
Yeah, that's that's weird.
I mean, because they had that online show for the CW universe. What the hell was that? The one with the black chick that has like the amulet with the powers.
Oh, what's her name? It's not Black Lightning, right?
No, it's a female. She could like channel like different, like she gets like the strength of a gorilla because she got like the little amulet or like the Vixen.
Vixen, yes.
Yeah. All right. The series would allow the writers to delve further into the world of Rowling's books, many of which are longer than 500 pages. Warner Brothers, part of the same media giant as HBO, previously turned each of the 7 books into a hit movie, culminating in a 2-part movie based on the final installment.
Bro, just why?
Warner Brothers has been eager to do more with one of the best-selling book series of all time. While Rowling's blessed a stage play adaptation and a theme park attraction, she has yet to sign off on a new movies or a TV show. Spokesman for Warner Brothers declined to comment. I don't know. This sounds interesting, but
yeah,
bro,
I'm
torn. As a Harry Potter fan,
without the music,
why you did how many? What go up? How many? 7 books, right? 6, 7 books, right?
Yeah, 7 books.
Yeah, you already did it into movies.
Yeah, 8 movies.
Why, bro? Who's gonna watch 7 seasons of the same shit?
Lots of people.
Listen, I know.
Look at the Flash. The Flash had 9 seasons of Run Faster, Barry. Run faster.
That is impressive.
Next episode, Barry. You got to run even faster.
But it's just
Barry. Have you run fast enough? Because I think you could run faster, Barry.
Yeah, but
we got like 3 more seasons of this. Keep going.
It's just so it's too early for this. It should have just waited.
I don't think it's too early.
You're already doing it. You're already doing Lord of the Rings. Maybe Peter Jackson will be involved. Who knows? We'll see about that. That Daniel Radcliffe say he would like to return with the original cast, but he wants a paycheck.
They're way too old.
Nah, because they could do Kershaw.
Who cares about the Cursed Child?
But they could change the story. Like people on Twitter been saying that. Just change the story, and you will make.
No, first off, let's if they come out with this, right? A lot of people are bashing it because they just don't like J.K. Rowling anyway, right? But yeah, don't do this. Don't do the Harry Potter stuff.
I don't like her, but like she just, you know.
Extra Hero says, but a Harry Potter TV series just like this has been rumored every day for the last 15 years. This is true. He says he rereads the books every year. I'd give the show a watch.
I mean, it's going to be, I guess.
Well, here's the thing. I'll say this as someone that's kind of mixed on this because, yeah, it's a good point. I grew up on the 8 Harry Potter movies. I love them. I love the cast for them. At the same time, though, this also gives them an opportunity to include things from the books that they cut out. They can do things more accurately because that's been a criticism from Harry Potter fans that the movies aren't that accurate to the books, whether it's for good reasons or bad reasons. And also they can maybe, do different things with the show that they couldn't do with the movies. So on one hand, it does give them an opportunity to, maybe fix things that people have problems with the movies. But on the other hand, people do have their version of Harry Potter in media, and that is the movies. So we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, but with the huge success of the Hogwarts Legacy game, I see them.
But they should have made that game into a show. I would have loved that.
I think they could have done like a limited series, or maybe like a movie based off of maybe like how Voldemort came to power, or like Harry's parents.
That would have been better.
Or Harry's parents' serious Lupin and Snape, like when they were at Hogwarts and what they were doing during the
The
First
Marauders.
War before Voldemort lost his power trying to kill baby Harry. I feel like they should have done that instead of doing Fantastic Beasts in the first place.
Here's what I don't understand. I'm not a Harry Potter fan. I've watched the movies and stuff, right? Why didn't Voldemort just stab the baby? Like, why did he? Like, it's a baby. I could see doing magic on an adult. Like I got to do magic because this is literally a baby in the crib. He could have just strangled it.
That's a good question.
He's like so lazy. He's like, I could walk 2 steps over there, crack that baby's neck, or I could stand here and do the Avada Kedavra, abracadabra spell. Yeah, I'll do that. Oh shit, it backfired, and now I'm crazy.
But I feel like that they should have just done that for a prequel, like any of those ideas, instead of doing like Fantastic Beast. Like I feel like I'm not saying those would have been as good as like the previous 8 films, but I feel like people would have been more interested. You could have made more money because people still know who Voldemort is. People know these other characters from Harry Potter, like Sirius, Harry's parents, Lupin, and Snape, even if they're played by different actors.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind them playing. You go ahead, Sonny.
And you could have kept Michael Gambon on as Dumbledore.
That is true.
Yeah,
like you could have kept him on because like Dumbledore's old, and basically throughout all those events, anyways.
He's always old. He's like Steve Martin. He's just forever old. Real quick, Extra Hero says, how are they allowed to write an article with no name sources? Not having name sources isn't a big deal. It's a thing in journalism that you sometimes have to use an anonymous source or a source that doesn't want to be named for legal.
Yeah, you don't want to expose your source.
Yeah.
If you do, you get in trouble, and probably your source will get in trouble if you say their real name.
Yeah, a lot of times there are places that take advantage of this and write bullshit articles, but it's not a necessarily bad thing, right? You just gotta be like, is this a credible journalistic outlet? He's not naming a source. Okay, so the New York Post is not naming a source. That's more credible than Bill's blog, right? Telling you, hey, some guy that works at Warner Brothers told me definitely they're gonna like make Superman black. You're like, I don't know if I trust you, Bill's blog, right? Or Doomcock.
Man, the damn 7th season of Harry Potter. It's just the same material.
But it's not the same material because it's 7 books. The books are long enough for you.
Yeah, I know they're long enough. Yeah, for sure. But like, damn, bro, like seeing those actors get recast, you're not gonna find nobody better to play all those characters.
The thing is, you gotta find like young actors that can nail it. And it's not just about the Golden Trio. Like you gotta find people who can fill in for, who can be Dumbledore, Snape, and again like the backlash, like because people will want high standards when it comes to like Snape because Alan Rickman did a phenomenal job with that role. So people will have like high expectations for this new cast, not just like the young kids.
Yeah, but also like we know Tom is gonna come back. He said he would love to come back to do anything of Harry Potter. So,
well, I think they should have the original cast come back as.
That's what I'm saying.
The teachers, but as the teachers, not as anything.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah, but I don't. It's just I know, like man, it's too early for a reboot.
Well,
it's just,
I don't think it's too early. It's been how many years? I mean, Hermione's already an adult. It's like
but like I know people they don't want them to do Cursed Child in live action, but I would love them doing that instead of just doing a reboot. They could have made more money with that.
I'm not crazy about Cursed Child, but I do agree. Like nostalgia alone will get people to go see that movie.
It's been like 22 years. I think it's time to go ahead and we could reboot. It's almost been a whole generation.
My advice though for like whoever's going to be in charge of the show is you got to find someone that's going to have a lot of patience with kids, because that was one of the things that apparently helped the first 2 films was like Chris Columbus was really good like working with the kids, like with his patience, like helping them with their lines and stuff, because like you're going to have to cast like a lot of like kids for this film, or not this film, for this series, like
or little people.
little people, because like you go to Hogwarts at like the age of like 11 and 12, so it's like you're gonna have to find like preteens for these roles, and you're gonna need these preteens to be on board for 7 seasons, and that includes when they get into their early adult years.
Yeah. All right. That's enough Harry Potter. We got one more
7
thing.
seasons.
I think.
Good luck to the new actors.
Nice little fun little top. These are the top 10 worst superhero movies of all time, according to their Rotten Tomatoes ratings. Now, this is from April of last year, so it doesn't include Black Adam. But number 10, Jonah Hex. It's got a 12% on Rotten Tomatoes. Do you guys seen this? Are you familiar with Jonah Hex?
I watched it during shutdown,
yeah.
and like 10 minutes in, I was just gaming while this was on in the background because I got bored.
It always plays on NTT.
Does it? I've never seen it. It never looked interesting.
Oh, don't watch this dog shit.
Right. What about 10%? Superman: The Quest for Peace.
Jesus Christ!
This is one of those films that's so bad, but it's hilarious.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they literally give the budget. They give away the budget for that movie for Masters of the Universe.
Did it?
Mm-hmm.
I remember watching. I liked it as a kid. Right? I thought it was a good movie. I like Nuclear Man and where he scratches Superman with his little nails.
Oh my goodness! Like Nuclear Man.
Well, I was like a kid in 1986. I was 6 years old when this came out.
Hey, I can't blame you. I mean, when I was a kid, I thought Batman and Robin was the coolest thing ever.
Yeah, right. I don't understand how this is number 9 with 10%, and this is number 8 with 11%.
I don't get their rankings
because we started at a 12%, right? So then 11% would be next, and then 10%. And then like
Electro.
I don't know what the hell. Like, I don't know. They just didn't like
City?
Quest for Peace. They're like, fuck it, we're gonna throw Quest for Peace in there. The Crow City of Angels.
Oh, that was terrible.
I thought it was really bad. But here's the thing, though, right? Crow City of Angels. But in the 90s, when this came out, like, oh my god, like the emos and everybody was like, fucking The Crow and fucking James Olbar, and they were like putting the makeup on and like being all like, look at me, I'm fucking The Crow. So I don't see how it's got 11%. I would have thought it would have been higher. Electra was just terrible.
I remember I watched this film when I was like 11, 12.
Electra's
like
a 10
summer,
out of 10.
And I was like, what the hell is this?
Bro, Electra is a 10 out of 10, bro. Like, I don't know what you're done playing. No, but I remember there was the deleted scene of Ben Affleck, remember? On YouTube? It was a deleted scene that Ben Affleck was going to show up and stuff, but they took it out.
Extra Hero says, are we considering Jonah Hex a superhero movie? Well, Jonah Hex is
a DC character.
Comic. Yeah,
it's a DC comic, yeah.
He's a superhero.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've had this argument before where I was like, well, is Captain America really, in the first movie, is he really a superhero? He's more like an army hero, right? He doesn't do super heroics. He's just fighting a war. So it's like, but technically he is, right? Myself and Comics says, saw it on my dad's DVD case, biggest regret of my life.
Yeah.
He also asked, are there any actors or actresses that you are shocked haven't been in the MCU yet? Aubrey Plaza just cast. No, not really.
They mostly actors. They just want the paycheck and being.
No, but he's saying, are you? Is there anyone that you're like, oh, how come this guy hasn't been in the MCU yet?
Nah, because I'd be surprised. Whoever they get, like, is a big name actor.
Yeah, I'm not really shocked. I don't follow a lot of actors, or not like, oh my god, I can't wait to see.
But like, oh, they got this guy. That's interesting. That paycheck must be good then.
Yeah. The best part of Electra though is when the guy kills himself by turning his neck around and just like snapping his own neck. Best part.
They should have just made a Daredevil sequel. It made money for them.
Supergirl, 1984. I swear to God, watch this movie if you want to see what a porno without any actual sex looks like.
Oh,
dude, seriously, there's so many sexual undertones in this movie. Like it's when you start watching it as an adult, you're like, wow, this is like weird. It's like almost like creepy. Like Supergirl also has a crush on Superman in the movie. You're like, that's your cousin?
Oh gosh.
You actually see a Christopher Reeve picture in the background. Other than that, that's the only.
No, there's a picture. She has his poster up on the wall.
Which the movie's so weird. Weird.
It is a very weird movie.
Very weird.
Is Catwoman in here?
It might be. Let's find out. All right, number 5 is Catwoman. There it is. This movie was terrible.
Yo, I remember I watched this movie like during shutdown. I was watching a lot of bad movies I never saw before during shutdown. I was like, what the hell is this?
She won a Razzie Award. It is so bad. It's like has nothing to do with DC. It has nothing to do with like the Catwoman that you know, right? It's just like so.
It's just a random girl that became Catwoman.
It's not even Catwoman. Like it's just like it's a random girl that gets cat powers.
Yeah, it's get power. Yeah.
Like she doesn't fight Batman. She's not like going off and like robbing people and having adventures. It's just weird.
And she got paid a lot of money for the. Oh my God, Fan 4 Stick.
Fan 4 Stick.
Release the Josh Trank cut.
No, that's a body horror movie.
Good.
This movie was terrible. I saw it. I think last year, the year before. It is horrible. Son of the Mask. That's not a superhero movie.
Yeah, it's not a superhero.
It is, yeah, because it's based off a comic.
Let it be known that they never don't.
No, because here's the thing: The Mask is based off a comic. Son of the Mask is based off the movie. It has nothing to do with the comic. The Mask already was like adapted, like very much more comedic than the comic book, right?
Oh, the comic book is dark.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so the movie wasn't dark; it was kind of light, and then this was even more towards like family friendly. Like, I wouldn't count this as a superhero movie, but the Son of the Mask, no. Like,
and plus, bro, he looked like his face looked like plastic.
Yeah.
Like even the hair, bro. They should have made a mass sequel. We need a mass sequel. ASAP.
Zoom.
No,
what the? Oh.
It was that Tim Allen movie. I don't think it was a superhero movie.
I've never watched this.
Oh, whoa, wow.
What that was.
Technically, it was. Yeah.
That's
Max Steel, 0%. Again, I don't think this is a superhero movie. I think this was a cartoon that they turned into like a movie.
What is it? How superhero?
Wait,
according to the critics.
How come the Ben 10 movies aren't on there?
They were not theatrical, I don't think.
They was just Cartoon Network movies that they produced by themselves.
Yeah, I think they're talking about theatrical stuff.
Morbius wasn't on there either.
Well, don't tell Isaac.
Yeah. All right. It's been about 2 hours. I think that's a good run. Thank you guys for joining me, George, Anthony, CJH. You guys want to plug anything before we leave?
You can find me at George.
Wait.
Oh. Go ahead, CJH.
I gotta get it up.
You gotta get it up. Hey, they got a bill for that.
Hey, pause.
No. I got turn screen for the TeePublic shirt or store first.
All right, you can find the CGH Entertainment on TeePublic apparently.
That looks good, not bad.
Awesome.
Anything else you're up to, CJH?
Any videos or streams?
Patreon.
He's on Patreon.
Oh my gosh.
He's got a $3 tier and a $5 tier.
At least it's not the $599 tier that I had on there. at one point.
So what do we get with all this? Do you actually make content, or
yeah, I have
we just take people's
exclusive
money?
content on that. Well, I do that too, but
who am I? I'm Spider-Man. No, not really.
Not really.
All right, CGH. We're not gonna go through your Patreon. Come on.
I do have a question, CGH. Do you spend more time making content on Patreon than YouTube?
I've actually only started to do that. I used to not take Patreon seriously, but I figured, well, most of my movie reviews don't do well on my channel, so I'm moving them onto my Patreon.
Oof. Well, CGH has a channel. You can find him at the CGH Entertainment. George is at the George on YouTube. He's doing movies, sports, adult.
I used to just be called
erotica.
the CGH. I also used to be called the CGH podcast.
I remember that.
And Mr. Beltree, where can they find you besides causing trouble on people's streams?
No, my God, no. It doesn't matter anywhere else. So,
He'll be around. He's like American Express. He's where you want to be.
Yeah, I'll be around. Be in the shop watching and stuff like that.
All right. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you, everyone, for being in the chat. Thank you for the panel. And, of course, we'll be back maybe Wednesday. Oh, Wednesday we're definitely coming back with that Amico stream. So look out for that. As always, love, peace, booty grease. We out this bitch.
Peace.